School shooting averted by a black dude. I guess they now can't say that we all lazy. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for Morning Coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Aight, so yeah. So apparently, there was an averted school shooting in Oregon, in Seattle. Oregon, yeah, it's in Oregon. Okay, so a couple of things I want to point out real quick. And the first thing that I'm going to say is people are so upset at these school shooters, and rightfully so, because these people need to be taken off of the streets. Obviously, there is some kind of mental disorder going on there to make a person think that they're just going to shoot randomly at individuals and kill them. So yes, these people need to be taken off of the streets. And with that being said, there is no excuse for this type of behavior. Let's just be clear on that. But also, one thing that I want to say before I get all the way into the actual article or actual story is, often when you hear about these school shooters, there's one defining trait. I don't care where they're at. I don't care where they've been. I don't care what part of the country it is. I don't care how many people they attempt to shoot and kill. I don't care how many people they have actually murdered. There's usually one defining trait. They have believed themselves to be bullied. Yes, high school is tough. A lot of us get through it without school shooting. I'm going to point that out. What I'm also going to point out is we live in a weird culture. And in our society that we're currently living in, it is believed that everyone has the right to treat other people terribly. And if you don't like it, it's your problem. So when I see these school shootings, the first thing that I think about to myself is, it's a good chance that this individual was getting trolled and did not know how to handle it, and did not have a support system, and did not have anyone that can turn to him and say, look, young man, this is going to end at one point or another. You have to get through it. With that being said, we want to give a shout out to Keenan Lowe. He is actually a former football player of the Oregon Ducks. That's a college team for everybody that don't know. And he's a coach at the school where the school shooting almost happened. The individual who name is Angel Granades Diaz. Yes, so this time people can't blame it all on white people. The individual who was being accused, or who had the weapon, the shotgun. He was actually armed with a shotgun, and then he entered the classroom. The individual is Angel Granades Diaz. And basically what they're saying happened is, let me just read a little bit of this article so you can get an understanding. It's an ABC News article. The author of the article name is Nicole Acevedo. She writes, a high school coach and former college football star is being held for helping to avert a potential tragedy by tackling a student wielding a shotgun in Portland, Oregon. Keenan Lowe, a former star wide receiver for the University of Oregon Ducks, is credited with bringing down an armed student at Park Rose High School shortly before noon Friday. So this just happened. The Oregonian, it's the newspaper, and others and other local outlets reports a suspect, Angel Granades, 18, is in custody. Now, this is the point that I mean about people inherently are not evil. But what happens is when you get a community or a group of people together and they decide, you know, that what they want is what everyone should want, often their way of being, of building their bond is gonna have to do with tearing someone else down, trolling someone else, attempting to humiliate someone else, or just in part harming others. That's what's gonna create their bond. So when I hear that these young men have went through a situation where they, because let's just be clear, not all shootings, like the church shooting with the roof kid, obviously he wasn't being trolled or anything. He just got involved with some individuals that sent him on that path. For everybody that don't know, the Dylan Roof story, y'all can look it up. We actually type in Dylan Roof BBN Network. I did an actual story on this a while back. He's the individual that walked into the church and assassinated when they a lot of churchgoers, the hierarchy of the church. So I'm not saying, just so we could be clear, every single shooting or mass shooting has something to do with someone being bullied. What I'm saying is that kids in high school, they don't have the ability to be able to think clearly and make good decisions often. So these schools, especially these schools where something like this might be more apt to happen, need to have better social skills classes. It's just, there need to be a social skills classes. Class. There need to be somewhere where these kids can go speak and talk and learn how not to be evil towards others. If you look at the internet, you see a whole lot of people who lack the social skills or social awareness to not be evil towards others. It's not hard to find. Just go look at anyone doing their own thing. You're going to find a group of people behind them trying to destroy them. And that's a fact. Police said he was wrestled, back to the story. Police said he was wrestled to the ground by a staff member whom students and parents identified as Lowe, who reportedly works as school security in addition to coaching. For everybody that don't know, most of these coaches at these schools, whether it's football, basketball, whatever they're coaching, they don't actually have degrees to teach classes. That's why a lot of these coaches are usually like gym teachers, you know, because they can't really sit these coaches in classes to teach an academic subject. So a lot of these coaches are like gym teachers or you know, some kind of physical ed or health or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because they can't really have your you know, a lot of these guys, they don't have the teaching criteria to be in there teaching chemistry or history or English or whatever the case is. So that this particular guy teacher is school security, that's what's up. And I'm gonna assume that he was doing his security job when he actually prevented the kid from shooting. They say a student, Sissy Fa, I don't know how to say the name. It's SISI, first name, second name, FUAPAU, told NBC affiliate KGW in Portland she saw Lowe take the armed student to the ground. It was crazy seeing him. He was a wide receiver for the Ducks. I didn't know he could tackle like that. Just clear fact for everybody that don't know something about football players. The average football player, with the exception of maybe a punter or a kicker, can tackle the heck out of you, including and also the exception of the quarterbacks, because, you know, we got to try to keep those guys healthy. But the average football player can tackle the heck out of you. Anyway, there's a story. I just thought I'd report on something positive happening. And also, for everybody that don't know, Mr. Keenan Lowe is a black man. Just, you know, the picture's right there in front of you. But just so everybody knows. So I just wanted everybody to report something positive every once in a while. An averted school shooting. Can't get much more positive than that. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.